5 changes in some famous movies that you haven't noticed. The art of computer animated movies just keeps getting better and better. More beautiful, more complicated, and of a higher quality, which makes every little detail very important. We are used to watch movies as it's shown in our home country, but in many countries, famous scenes from several animated movies look quite different. But people that work in animated films love their work and their audience, and sometimes change their films to include some important aspects for this or that culture. So here are 5 animated films that look different in other countries. But before we start, make sure to hit the bell and subscribe. Also, if you give us a like, you will get 5 years of luck. So what are you waiting for? Zootopia. Zootopia takes place in a world where animals live together in urban harmony. If you have seen this movie, you probably remember the TV show scene, where 2 animals host a new show and the new casters are a snow leopard and a moose. Well, it's a moose if you live in the United States, Canada or France. The new casters changed in a few countries according to its fauna. For example, in China, the moose was replaced by a panda, a Chinese symbol and most Chinese people's favorite animal. In Japan, the film was also changed. Instead of a moose, you can see a tanuki, a small creature similar to a raccoon, which in Japan is a symbol of happiness and prosperity. In Brazil, the moose was replaced by a jaguar. In Australia and New Zealand, one of the animals was a traditional koala. But why not a kangaroo? Maybe in the world of Zootopia, kangaroos are not very suitable for TV programs. Inside Out. This awesome movie is a comedy centered around the emotional life of an American child. Although the themes may be relatable to kids everywhere, the studio decided to change certain American-specific details in order to adapt to a more global audience. For example, in the scene where the main character has to eat broccoli, but she refuses to do it. We probably understand why kids do not like to eat healthy food, and broccoli is one of the worst vegetables on the market. But weirdly enough, Japanese kids love it. That's the reason why the filmmakers changed the broccoli to green peppers, which are normally considered disgusting among Japanese children. Understandable, given that it's very important for the kids to bond with the main character of the film. Besides the broccoli scene, there is another change in the film. The scene where Riley is watching soccer, the most popular sport in the world, but not in America. In the US, soccer or football is not the most popular sport, like in Brazil, for example. That's the reason why, just like they did with Japan, the filmmakers changed the soccer team for hockey scenes, a more important sport in the States. Toy Story. In the second movie, Buzz Lightyear gives a speech while standing in front of the American flag and with the national anthem in the back. Well, it was something normal given the film was made in America, but for other countries they would have seemed a little bit weird. That's the reason why filmmakers had to make small changes to this scene. For the international release, instead of drawing flags for each and every country, they put Buzz in front of a globe, and the background music was called One World Anthem. It was a simple solution to transform a patriotic speech into an universal one. Monsters University. Changing the phrases that appear on the screen is probably one of the most difficult moments when adapting animated films to other cultures. We are not talking about a signboard, that would be easy, but there are more complicated situations. For example, in the film Monster University, one of the characters decorates some cupcakes with the phrase, "Be my pal." In other languages, you might need a lot of space to write such a phrase, but luckily the filmmakers came up with a brilliant solution. Instead of using the letters, They just use smiley faces. No matter what the cupcakes say, the message is clear. Bribing people with tasty treats works everywhere. Planes. In this film, the creators went a little bit further, and in different countries, they changed the look and the name of one of the main female characters. The original heroine of the Planes movie is a Canadian lady plane named Rochelle, but she has a whopping 11 variation depending on the country you are watching the movie from. For example, in Russia, the same character is not pink, but painted as the Russian flag, and its name is Tatiana. In Brazil, the plane's name is Carolina, and she looks quite different. And in Germany, the plane became Heidi, each of them with their own colors. Now it's your turn. Have you watched any of these movies? Did you notice any other change that we haven't? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.